Number 3, play to dominate. Play to dominate. So you might have read about my story. Long story short, I was heading for a pro tennis career. I was recruited by Roger Federer's tennis coach at the age of 16. And so I went to train at the Swiss Tennis Academy, Swiss Tennis Federation. And I was number 1 in the country. I'd won the national championships. I was in the top 15. So 1-5 in European tennis, playing with, competing against all the guys you see on TV, Nadal, Djokovic, all those guys, and then I got injured, and that was a big deal for me because I've always had a very competitive mind. So I had to switch very quickly from pro tennis to pro something. And I've always been an entrepreneur, so I've always wanted to build businesses. I remember selling magazines when I was 8 years old. I would type magazines on my, my parents would have, they had a subscription to National Geographic, and I would read the articles. I would summarize my favorite articles, type them up in this old Apple computer, print that, sell it to teachers and schoolmates. So it was classmates. And so I was 8 years old. So I've always had that in me, making money and building businesses and being entrepreneurial. So when I transitioned from pro tennis to pro business in a way, it was a very, very quick transition. So I didn't have time to kind of be sad and sorry for myself, even though I had to do a lot of introspection. I always play to dominate. So that's why I recommend you play that game too. And if you really want to use social media, it's not enough just to play on Facebook, right? And when I say play, it means playing the game, so really going all out. If you really want to crush it on social media, you need to be everywhere. Plus, everything's free. Facebook is free, Twitter is free, Instagram is free, Tumblr is free, Snapchat is free, Vine is free, LinkedIn is free. They do have a paid option, but all these platforms are free to use. So it would be stupid not to use them. And if you're kind of using one, commit to either using everything or just not doing anything, which would be even dumber. But my point is, you want to play all in. You want to play to dominate that space. Even if you're an employee, there's so much stuff you can do for fun. You can review football teams. You can you can create a brand online out of you reviewing your favorite fishing competitions. Whatever the topic may be, there's so much stuff you can do that if you really want to be present on social media, go all out and play to dominate. Don't kind of play and then find come up with the excuse of, I didn't really have time, because everyone has time to be great on social media. Consistency is key, as we'll get into consistency in a few moments. But if you really want to win this game, the social media game, you need to play to dominate, which means you need to understand every platform. You need to play on every platform because every platform is different. Snapchat is more of a kind of like a ghetto platform where you can post very, timely pictures. So anywhere between 1 to 10 seconds or videos. And so people want to see more behind the scenes with that platform. So you're never going to post very polished and professional footage. Whereas on Vine, it's a younger demographic. It's video loops that last for 6 seconds over and over again, and you can post some very funny content on that. And then on LinkedIn, it's a more professional platform, so you want to post content like articles or more stuff to basically position yourself as the authority. So every platform is different. If you want to win, you need to play to dominate, which means you need to understand and spend time in all these platforms. That was number 3, play to dominate.
Go to MatthiasMazur.com to watch the full episode and connect with Matthias on social media. See the links in the description below.